Hello, everybody. It's Debbie with Tailored by Debbie. How are y'all doing today? How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are y'all doing? I am in my segment of Craft Round the Clock. If you're catching me live, you're going to see the red live up here in the upper corner of the screen. If not, that means you're catching the replay. If you happen to be catching the replay, please type in hashtag replay so I'll know you were here and I can thank you for watching. Hello, Peg. How are you today, sweetheart? Come on in, y'all. Let me move my comments over here. Now, there we go. Y'all, we're going to be making a snowman. We're going to be making a snowman. I hope this is going to turn out. Let's see. I need, let me see if I have any. I'm about to forget one thing that I thought I might use, but maybe not. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. I think I will. Hello, Lenora. How are you? Welcome on in, everybody. Come on in. We are live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, y'all. We're trying this today. I'm doing good. Hey, Patty, welcome on in. We are trying a new thing with our camera today. We're going to see how this works. Can y'all see me okay? I think y'all can. I think y'all can see me all right. I can see myself over here on my second monitor. So I love using these makeup brushes. I've told y'all that before, to paint, because when you do, you don't see the lines. We're going to start out using some folk art. Gesso or gesso, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. We are going to just put some of this on here because we're painting on plastic. This will help the paint adhere. These are the little snow globes that you can get at the $1.25 store, y'all. That's just what these are, the little snow globes. And we're painting some of the gesso. Hey, LaVon. Gesso, I think is how you say it. As a primer. And then we're going to use some Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow. I just painted my lamp, y'all. I just painted my lamp. Look. Oh, well, it needed a little bit of white distressing on it, didn't it? I'll wipe it off later. My word, y'all. Like I always tell James, he's a bull in a china shop. Maybe I need to call myself a bull in a china shop too. Hey, Tracy, how are you, sister? Welcome on in, everybody. I appreciate you joining me, and I am in the Craft Round the Clock group, so y'all make sure I put it up there in my description. Make sure you, if you haven't already joined the free group, to go join it. It doesn't cost a thing, and y'all, it makes it so easy. At the end of my segment, you can just refresh your page, and the next creator will be there. And we have creators starting early in the morning all the way till late at night. So if you haven't already, why not? And I would appreciate it if you're not already following me to give my page a follow. And y'all, every time they do an update, sometimes the Book of Faces drops people off our followers list. So make sure you're still following me. I do have the chat bot. You can type in ! followage, and it'll tell you how many days you've been following me. I've been doing that on some of my friends' lives, y'all, and it says you're not following. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know I was. So I'm having to refollow some of my favorite creators too, y'all. So good morning, Shelly. Good morning, Tessie. How are you? And Mason, good morning. Hello, Tracy Cooper Jones, Mackenzie. Now that's a mouthful, my friend. Hello, Ocean Breeze and me, Mary. How are you, honey? Hello, Gail, my cuz. Gail Schmidt. Schmidt is my maiden name, so I affectionately declared that Gail is my cousin, y'all. She is my cousin. Somewhere down the line, right? You know, we're all related when we go back to Adam and Eve, right? We're all related somewhere down that lineage. Let's see. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Denise Fertucci Gross. How are you? Welcome in, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today. And Glenna, hello. Juana Andres, hello. I don't know what you said no to, but okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. That's all right. Okay, guys, we have put 1 coat of folk art gesso on these little snow globes that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And now we're going to use Waverly Snow White and put a coat of that on there. There's my sweet mama, and there's Stella with Stellabrations Creations. Hello. Hello, C3 Cottage Crafts. Welcome on in, y'all. Okay, now we're going to paint a coat of Snow White. It might take a couple coats. And these makeup brushes really do put on a nice, pretty coat. I really like using these guys when I'm painting glass and plastic. I really like using these makeup brushes, and I got this one at the $1.25 store. I had to stop by there on my way back from my doctor's appointment. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and everything's fine, y'all. I have had scoliosis, I guess, my whole life. Started getting treatment for it when I was 16. So I have to go and get decompression treatments and just trying to keep it from progressing and trying to, make my back not hurt as much as possible and all the things. So it really does help. That decompression always feels so good. I lay up there on that big old table and they put that harness on you and put you in traction and pull that spine straight. They try to pull it straight anyway, and it always feels so good. Okay, so we've put a coat of the primer, which was gesso, and now 1 coat of Waverly Snow White paint. Hey, Denise, how are you, sweetie? How are you doing? Now, did I just get some of my hair in that? Or no, that's a brush mark. I thought I got my hair in it, y'all. Hello, Diva Design Studio. Hey, Kathy Branham and Cynthia. How are you doing, sweetie? How are y'all doing? And Cindy, hello. Y'all, I'm trying not to miss anybody. I'm trying my best. Roxana, hello, hello. Just Jackie Crafton. Hey, sister, how are you? How are y'all doing? All right, let's finish painting this up, or not painting it, drying it so we can put 1 more coat. 1 more coat. Hello, Sherry with Hobby House Crafts by Sherry. Did you have fun on your trip, honey? And there's my Carol Ann DeMonte. Hello. Hello, hello. I appreciate all of you showing up for me today. And I'm live on Facebook and YouTube right now, y'all. I have, for the last 3 weeks, I've neglected putting up a new video over there on YouTube. Life has just been that busy and crazy. So I thought, you know what? I better do a dual live to make sure something goes up over there this week, or I might start losing my subscribers over there. So we're doing a dual live today for that very reason. Hello, Lydia Villa. How are you? Welcome on in. There's my Cindy's Creations. Hello, hello. Okay, we're going to put 1 more coat, and I'm just using Waverly Snow White chalk paint. I like chalk paint because it dries fast. It's just acrylic paint with a few additives in it, and it has a nice matte finish, which I like. I bet y'all are wondering, how in the world is she going to turn that into a snowman? Well, you know this is going to be the snowman's head, right? But we're going to build a snowman today, guys, even including these cute little ornament boots. Y'all, you can buy these at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and Dollar Tree even has some. They're so stinking cute. So we're gonna add some boots to this little snowman. And I hope it turns out as cute as it does in my head, y'all. I've not done this one yet, so we're gonna have to see if my vision is cute or if it turns out to be a flop. So Tuesday transformation or Tuesday flop is yet to be seen. We will determine that in the next 45 minutes, y'all. The next 45 minutes. Okay. I think I'm done painting that. So I'm going to put this brush in the water over here. Set this down. Put my lid on so I don't spill my paint. Oh, the words show up on the screen? Well, that's cool, Carol Ann. I must have my closed captions turned on and didn't even know it. Hello, Patricia Lloyd Smith and Connie. How are y'all doing? Welcome on in, y'all. Let's dry this up. Let's dry this up. Aren't those cute? I believe I got those at Hobby Lobby. And it'd be good if I quit hitting my plastic ball with this dryer. When I look away, I get a little wild with it. So I went in there to see my doctor this morning, and I said, I turned 60 last week. And he looked at me, he said, you're catching up with me. So he better not retire until I quit needing him. He better not retire, y'all. It's going to be hard to find me another orthospinologist that's as good as he is. I see a doctor, his name is Dr. Rochester, but he goes, and his first name is Roderick, and his nickname's Bo, so everybody calls him Dr. Bo. And he's been so good to me the whole time we've been living up here in the Northeast Georgia mountains. And I sure hate the day he retires because I don't know who I'm going to find. I love that y'all are talking to each other. You have 14 years on me, Carol Ann. Well, sister, I hope I'm still crafting like you are in 14 years. Okay, so we just painted our little snow globe. And I thought it was dry. Oh, I didn't dry this side. I touched it and it was sticky. 11 years on me, Cindy? Well, sister, you look amazing. Y'all all look amazing. Crafting must be good for aging, don't you think? It's our stress relief, and it makes us look younger, I think. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it, y'all. Okay. For the body, I've got 2 of these styrofoam pieces from the $1.25 store. This is going to be his little body, and I know it's green, but that's okay. I got a plan. I know it is hard to find good doctors, sweetheart. It is. Let me kind of tap these off over my trash because they're kind of shedding a little bit. We're going to see if we need to add some paint to this or if it's going to work without having to paint them. We'll see. What I did was I bought some fuzzy socks, y'all. I bought some fuzzy socks from the $1.25 store, the 5-quarter store. I like the 5-quarter store. See these little fuzzy socks? It's just got a little gray trim around the top. So what I thought I would do is glue these together first using some hot glue. And we're going to put it, you know, the fat part in the middle, kind of make it look like his body up around his neck is smaller. And then as it goes down, it's gradually going to get smaller. And then we're going to put the little boots. We're going to put the little boots under it, y'all. It's going to be so stinking cute. At least in my head. At least in my head. We shall see if this ends up being as cute as I hope it's going to look. All right. So now I'm going to take this sock and we're going to see if that green shows through. We're going to stretch it over this. Hopefully we won't have to paint. I don't know, y'all. I think it might show through. Maybe I'll just put 2 of them on it. 7 years? I'm 60, sister. So, however old you are, I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. Okay. Oh, I just pulled the glue apart. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. You can kind of see the green, y'all. So I either need to paint it or I need to use 2 socks. I'm afraid 2 socks are going to be too bulky. So let's paint it. Let's paint it. Let's put 1 coat of the gesso on here. And I think I need to put a little more glue on this. Looks like a grilled cheese sandwich, y'all. Grilled cheese sandwich, but it's clear cheese. Let me put some more glue. Let's press that together. Hold it down a minute while it dries. Let's hold it down a minute. Well, tooty fire. Now I put that brush in the water. It's okay. I'm going to get it out. Dry it off. Ugh. Dry that off. Oh, yeah. That paint already came off of it, basically. Now, isn't that weird? Oh, it's because I had another brush in there with yellow. I'm like, why does that look cream when I painted it with white? See that? That looks cream, doesn't it? It's because I used maize and I still got that one brush in the paint, y'all. True confessions. I still got one brush over here from when we painted that pumpkin. I hadn't washed that brush out, and that was days ago. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Let's just put some of this on here. It's probably going to soak it up. I don't know why I'm putting it on this top part, because that top part's going to be covered with the head, y'all. That was a waste of paint. Let me dry it. Let's dry it and see if it's even going to dry well on this. Hey, Diana, how are you, sister? And Kimmy, hello, y'all. What in the world is this thing doing? Oh, there we go. Okay, it was hiding a comment, but it's just because my mouse was on top of it. Have any of y'all ever painted styrofoam before? I was wishing I could find some of these in white, but they didn't have any. They just had those real big round ones in white, and they were way too big. The snowman would have looked really funky if I'd have done that. Hey, Lynette Taylor, how are you? There's another one of my cousins. Well, actually, I guess JT's cousin, because I'm a Taylor by marriage, right? So, is that drying? Sorta. Sorta drying. Oh, well, we're going with it. We're just going to keep painting. We're going to keep on painting this sucker, so it won't show through the sock as bad. I don't think this will be good enough coverage to use just this as their body. And I want their body to be kind of furry. And I thought the easiest way to do that would be to buy a furry sock. So we're just going to put some paint on this thing. And I'm not going to worry about painting the bottom again, other than where I already got paint on it. Gotta watch my time, y'all. How can it already be 16 minutes after the hour? Time flies when you're having fun, y'all. It sure does. Well, I went over to my parents' house last night, and they had a wonderful birthday dinner for me. My mama made my favorite meal, and it has to be hers to be my favorite meal, her pot roast, and it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. So we had a good time over there visiting with them last night. My brother Stan came over, and of course JT, and then my parents. So we had a wonderful time. Okay. Y'all, this looks creepy. It looks kind of creepy. It looks like concrete or something with green under it. But this won't even be seen, so we don't have to worry about it. And I'm getting this stuff all over my fingers. But I got baby wipes. When I was out of baby wipes. And I got me some at the 5-quarter store. All right, I think that's going to be good enough not to show up green. Sit right there through that sock. That'll make it look a lot less like green, I hope, anyway, y'all. I hope. That's my hope. Time will tell, and I can tell y'all if this is a flop or if it's a Tuesday transformation that you might want to try too. So we'll see. We'll find out together. Thank you, Carol Ann. You're so sweet, honey. Thank you, Lydia. I appreciate it, honey. That was, what day was my birthday? Saturday. How could I forget? I was at that craft fair on my birthday, y'all. Who else has gone and done in-person craft fairs this year? just want to know if your sales are down this year when you go to the in-person craft shows. It was very slow, y'all. I had a lot of lookers, a lot of people walking up in my booth saying, I can't even think about Christmas yet. And I was like, really? It's less than 2 months away. They're like, I can't even think about Christmas yet. So I was like, okay, well, thank you for looking, trying to be friendly. But I'm thinking to myself, really? Really? And they're like oohing and ahhing and how cute and all the things. But anyway, I know it's a tough time for a lot of people financially. Money's tight. People are having a hard time even just affording groceries and stuff. So I tried not to let it bother me too much. But it kind of did, y'all. It kind of did. It felt like a flop. But I did sell some things. So it wasn't a total washout. So I'm thankful for that. Depends on what they're looking for, Peg. Peg, I want to start seeing pictures of your creations on your page, sister. 50 peeps in the Tailored by Debbie house. Thank y'all so much for sprinkling us out and for joining me. I really appreciate it more than you know. It means so much to me to have y'all here. Your time is so valuable, and I appreciate you spending some of your day with me here. Okay, guys, let's try the sock now. I keep getting paint on my fingers, and it's probably going to get on the sock on the inside, but I don't think it's going to matter, y'all. I don't think it's going to matter. Is that inside out? Did I put it inside out? I think I had pulled it inside out. I'm glad I realized that. Okay, we're going to just go for it. We're going to pull it over. Note to self, it doesn't go over as easy when the paint is still kind of wet. If I don't go on and do this, y'all, you won't get to see anything. So we're going to put it on here when it's still wet. It'll dry, right? Now that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. But there's some paint coming through it. Okay, note to self, wait till it's dry. Wait till it's dry before you do this. Note to y'all, wait till it's good and dry before you stick yours in there, okay? You won't have the pressure of 45 minutes on Craft Round the Clock TV, so you can take your time. All right, I'm going to cut this off. Just going to cut that off. All right, and I do need to make sure this top is good and dry because I want to glue some stuff down to it. So I need to get my Tight Bond Quick and Thick over here. And I was thinking about maybe gluing this wood disc in here to give it something really good to glue to on this end. But we're going to have to cut that little ornament piece off. Thank you so much, Mom. And I loved that recipe you used yesterday. And y'all, I still didn't bring my cutters up here. They're still downstairs. So I got to get this big kahuna out again. Where is it? Uh-oh, what did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. I'm going to use the finger chopper offer thing. My really big crescent cutters. These are bolt cutters. Let's see if we can cut this thing off. I know we can. Oh, no problem. This thing would crush bone, I think. So we got that off. Let's get our little sander. Sand that off. Because I didn't have any other circles, wood circles this size. See how I took that off and sanded it off? Now, let's see, I think it's going to fit right in there. So let's get our Tight Bond. Put a bunch of that in here. Just put a blob of Tight Bond on here. And I'm going to put some hot glue around the edge. And I'm going to try to get in here up underneath this sock. Let's get in here. See if we can do this without burning our fingers. Ooh, we did it. Okay. And then we're just going to hot glue, cut the excess of this off. and hot glue the edges of this down to the wood piece. I think that'll help stuff adhere like the little shoes, and it's going to make the shoes be more level. So that's why I wanted to do this, y'all. This is going to be the end we put on the shoes. Okay, so let's just pull that in here like that. All right, then we're going to set this aside and let it be drying for a few minutes. But y'all, that's a cute little snowman body, isn't it? Cute little snowman body. See? And that gets the edges nice and flat. We're going to just cut off this excess. Cut off the excess right all around it. So the edges that show and stick out underneath the shoes will have that white stuff on it. Okay? That's my reasoning behind that. Let's throw that away and wipe our hands. Hey, Jamie, how are you, honey? Welcome on in. Welcome on in, y'all. Okay, so we got that part done. Mercy. Yeah, make sure the paint dries, y'all, before you do it, because if not, you're going to get the paint all over your hands, like I just did, and on your scissors and everything else. Okay, this is going to come together pretty quickly now, I do believe. So we're going to take this, and for the hat, I bought a pair of men's gloves, y'all. They're real soft gloves. The tag says men's brushed finish gloves, and this came from the $1.25 store. Okay, and it's a pair. We only need one for the hat, and it's going to make a really nice edge on our hat, and we can take that and fold it up like that. And that's going to be the edge of the hat. Look how cute that's going to be. And this stretches really nicely. So I want to put the hat on him before we paint his face so we don't cover up his eyeballs when we draw his eyeballs on. So I'm going to put it on here. And then we're just going to kind of gather that together and let those, and we're going to cut the fingers off. And these are going to be like a pom-pom, okay? We're going to cut most of the fingers off. But y'all, how easy was that to make a hat? Look how stinking adorable. Okay, let's cut the fingers off. We're going to use the fingertips to make some gloves, y'all. I'm going to cut this one kind of long. That's the thumb. And then we're just going to kind of cut them similar in length. Just cut these similarly in length. Just like that. And then I have some of this stuff. We might, I don't think we even need to stuff it, y'all. I don't even think I'm going to stuff it. I'm just going to take a piece of this baker's twine in black and white and tie it around here. Oh my word, this is so cute. This is so cute, y'all. How easy is this to make a little pom-pom? Make a little hat. And then we're going to tie that in a little bow. Just a simple little, like you're tying your shoes, bow. Trim the ends off. And then I'm going to take these and just kind of slice them. Maybe 4 times on each one. And that's going to make it look more like a pom-pom and not gloves. Okay? So just take that finger and put 4 little slits going down toward the hat. Just like that. See, there's one. I'll show y'all. There's one that I did right there in the middle. See it? And that's going to make it look like a little pom-pom rather than a pair of gloves we stuck on his head, okay? Because if not, I think people would be like, that's just a glove, you know, that looks tacky. But this makes it look like a little pom-pom. Okay. Do it across from each other 4 times. You don't even have to cut it all the way down. Look how much that's making it look like a little pom-pom. Y'all see that? So stinking cute, y'all. I know I'm missing everything in the comments. I apologize, y'all. I will go back and just cut down to kind of where the fingers connect. Just cut down that far on the sides. I'm almost done doing this. Just making sure I don't cut my string I tied on there. One more cut. Okay, then I'm going to take it, just kind of shake it to get any loose pieces off. And then we just kind of fluff it up. And look how stinking cute, y'all. That is adorable. Okay, now we're going to go around and glue the hat on with some hot glue. Just going to lift up the edge and then glue it down. And I did take the edge of the glove and kind of folded it up. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue under here too to kind of keep that in place and keep it from moving around. And they had all different colors of these little gloves. They had gray and green and blue. So if you didn't want to do black, you could do whatever color you want to do. And you can get gloves anywhere, guys. If they don't have them at your Dollar Tree, just make sure that this wrist part stretches easily so it'll go over these snow globe things you get at the Dollar Tree. Just make sure you got one with a real stretchy cuff. Okay. And I'm not gluing it all the way around. I'm just kind of tacking it down in several places. You could, if you wanted to, you could glue it all the way around, but I think that's going to be sufficient to hold his little hat on, y'all. Okay, let's draw his face. Let's draw his face. And I'm just going to use my paint markers, just my little paint pens. Hello, Sue. How are you doing, honey? Hello, living a heartful life. How are you doing, Wendy? How are you doing? Okay, let's do a couple. Gotta make sure. I'm going to do just a couple of little ovally looking eyeballs. And y'all know I like to draw them kind of close together. Because when you do them farther apart, I think it makes them look creepy. I don't know why, it just does. Kind of like Doodles doesn't like a gnome without a nose. I don't like eyes that are wide set apart most of the time. When I do it anyway. Now, y'all professional painters can probably do it and make it look good. Okay. But I'm not a professional painter, y'all. By no means. So I just kind of keep going around the edges of them until they kind of look like they're similar in size. Okay. I should have turned on the air up here. It was cool when I came up here, but now it's starting to feel a little bit warm. But there's the two little eyeballs. Okay. For the nose, I'm going to take an orange marker. See if this is the good one. Now that's the one that's about dried up. This is the one I think that's better. Oh yeah. Okay. We're just going to kind of start in the middle of his eyeballs and do that little C. Sometimes I go to the other side of the eyeball. It just depends on how big I want their nose to look. I just draw a C. And then I go over to the side like that. That is so cute, y'all. And so simple. This is so simple. You could seal this too with paint sealer or polyacrylic or something like that before you put it on, you know, like I did. And that might help keep it from chipping. But I'm hoping that gesso stuff that I used is going to really help it not chip. Okay, now I'm going to start right between his eyeballs in the middle, and I'm going to do a dot. I'm going to do some little round circles for his mouth. That's cute, isn't it? With just that little, that one little circle, but I want him to be smiling. So I'm just going to draw some dots. I'm going to try to space them evenly apart, and then I'm going to start going uphill with them to make him look like he's smiling. Just like that. That's one side. So let's do that on the other side. Okay, it's 1:33. I've got Less than 15 minutes, y'all. Can we do it? Can we do it? Okay. Next, even though this is not completely dry, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of lay it down on here and see. Look how stinking cute, y'all. Let's see about where I need to put the glue. Okay, so everywhere except right on that edge. And I'm just going to use hot glue for this part. I'm trying to put it mostly toward the inside. And I did put a little bit on the edge over here, but I'm going way to the inside. Okay. Then I'm going to turn that over and set it down on top. And then we're just going to press down on it. And this is all lightweight, so I didn't feel like I needed to put any weight in the shoes. But if you use something that's heavy, where you think it might topple over, you can fill those shoes up with rocks or, you know, poly pellets or something like that. But look at this, y'all. Look how cute. And look how fast we're putting this thing together. All right, now this we're going to use a little bit of Tight Bond and then some hot glue around it. So it'll hopefully really hold it well. And if I find that the shoes are acting like they don't want to stay, I'll go back and put some Tight Bond, but I think they're going to be fine. And then we're just going to try to put this in the middle. And I'm not worried about that plastic part because we're going to be putting a scarf on him. And we'll be covering that up. But y'all, look at this adorable little snow dude with his shoes. Isn't he cute? Okay, I mentioned we were going to be using this to make mittens. Okay, they're going to be thumbless mittens, but who cares, right? It's a snowman. So I've got this one kind of cut at an angle. And this one I need to kind of cut at an angle. I'm going to use my finger bolt cutters, these things, just so we kind of have a sharp edge to stick it through that styrofoam. See if I can do this without, there we go. Just kind of cut it at an angle. All right, so we're going to dry fit it first. I think I want to put them kind of right here. That's the beauty of using styrofoam, y'all, for the middle. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and we're going to cut just a teeny tiny hole. Yeah, something. I'm going to have to do something with his head because it's kind of wobbly. I might have to cut a slit in that sock and squirt some glue up underneath between the sock and the plastic because it's kind of moving a little bit, jiggling a little bit. If I sell these, that's what I'll do. But if I keep it for myself, I don't care. All right, I'm just going to make a little slit. Don't want to make a big one. And then I'm going to take that pointy part and stick it in the styrofoam. Dry fit it. Okay, so that's how simple it is to put his little arms in there. Okay, now let's do the same kind of across. I'm afraid if I don't cut a little slit, it might not go in as easily and it might mess up the pretty white over here. So I just cut a slit big enough to stick that little piece of, and these are just sticks from my yard, y'all. Just sticks from my yard. Nothing fancy. It's got a little thing sticking up. I want to cut that off. Okay, so there's his little arms. Now, if you're not going to put mittens on them, get some branches that have other little pieces sticking off of them. Now we're going to take that out and we're going to squirt some hot glue down in there. And then put the arms back in. One at a time. Okay. A little bit of glue squirted out of that one. But it's fine. I got it off. Okay. Oh my word, he is so cute, y'all. This is turning out even cuter than I thought it was going to. Okay, now for the mittens, we're just going to cut a little piece off. The fingertip. Cut the fingertip off. And then we're going to stick them on there. Isn't that going to be cute, y'all? It's going to look like he has little mittens. Little mittens. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue down in here. Get a new glue stick. Put a little hot glue down inside this. Whoa. Put a little hot glue in there, and then we're going to pull this over the stick and then kind of mush it together. Smush it together. We may have to squirt a little bit more hot glue up in there. Let's try to see if we can. I should have used my fine tip hot glue tool. If you have a fine tip one, that would be easier than trying to use one of these bigger ones. Okay, let me just squirt a little bit of glue up in there and just close that off. Now let's do this one. I think this time I'm going to put the glue on the stick. And go around the edge of the stick and then pull this open and pull it on and then put some glue, because it kind of pulled some strings out the other way. Let's see if this way's better. Well, it's still pulling out some strings when I squirt that up in there. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Let's just put that in there like that. I think this is so stinking cute. What do y'all think? You like him, Elizabeth? Isn't he cute? Look at his little... We're going to have to work on these gloves, y'all. These mittens. I got to work on these mittens. I think I need to maybe cut them going down. Tapering in a little bit. Sorry, little dude. I got to lay you down so I can do some surgery on your mittens. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. See his little mitten? Can y'all see it? Rather than that. So, yeah. Just kind of cutting it where it tapers. Tapers in on the edges. Poor thing. I just threw him nose down on the table. Poor little dude. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. All right, now, only thing we got left to do, and I got 4 minutes, is to make him a little scarf. And I thought what I would do is just tear some fabric. I've got some homespun fabric that I got actually at Walmart. And y'all, it's homespun because it has the pattern on both sides. And you want to use fabric that has pattern on both sides when you're making a scarf or something like that. So I'm just going to take my scissors. And I'm probably going to cut it a little wide because I want to fold it over, maybe. And then we're just going to tear it. And that's probably way too long, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I got to do something. I got to do something with his head, y'all. His head's just bobbing up and down over here. So, I think what I'll do, I'm going to take the fabric and kind of fold it in on itself. Let me tack it down with just a little bit of glue. And this will be in the back, so it won't matter. And then I'm going to fold it over again and kind of tack it down. So let's do that. Just a little thin bead of glue. And then like folding it in thirds. Just like that. See, that makes it look a little more finished. And y'all, that's already kind of shredded on that end, isn't it? Or frayed, I mean. So let's see about how long we need it to be. This is so cute. I want it a little bit longer than that. Let's see. I want it hanging down, so probably about right there. Let's cut that off. And then we're gonna, let's cut that off even. And then we'll fray this end just by pulling the strings. Just pull those threads. Y'all just got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. So don't forget, at 1:45 when I go off, y'all just refresh your page and the next crafter will be there. Join Craft Round the Clock if you haven't already. And there you can watch all the creators in one place and it doesn't cost a thing. Okay. All right. Just go up this side. I'm going kind of fast because I want to get it mostly done, y'all. Okay. And if you didn't want to fold it over like that, you could just cut your fabric thinner. But I wanted it to be kind of finished looking. So it looks more like a scarf, just pulling off some of these threads. Got 1 minute left, y'all. Okay, y'all. Y'all know my spiel. What I like to say, y'all be kind to each other. Be fearless. And remember, I love you, but Jesus loves you more. He loves you more than you can ever think or imagine, y'all. Okay, let's add his little scarf. And I'm just going to take it and kind of fold it over one time. Just take it and go under one time like that. And I want the pretty side to be up, so I may have to just twist it. But y'all, isn't this cute? I hope you guys will try to make one. These are not that expensive to make. They had the shoes at my Dollar Tree, y'all. My time is up. But thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you'll make one of these little cute guys. If you do, share it over in my Tailored by Debbie group. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be live Friday for my Craft 30 Market segment. I think it's around 11 o'clock. I'll be posting on my page more details to let you know exactly when I'll be live over there to offer some more things, supplies and creations, okay? Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.